What's going on, gang? So I have a quick story time. I was going to add this into the music reaction that I just recorded, but actually the script got way too long, and I figured I'd just make it a separate video. So if you're into that, great. So I have a story time for you guys. I'm literally just getting back from vacation. I landed, it's 1:45 a.m. So I landed last night, technically. But I wanted to share this with you guys. It's one of the nicest things that's ever happened to me, actually. I just wanted to take time to acknowledge it because it really did something to me. Like, it did something to me. I don't know. So, I spent last week back home. Right, which is why I didn't post anything. I didn't follow up on the video that I did before I left. I spent a week in Philadelphia with my friends and family, just taking time away from everything to spend time with people who love me and that I love very much. I got to go to New York Comic Con, which was dope as hell. And pretty much just unplugged for a week, which, you know, I feel like is necessary, especially in today's day and age. But anywho, as I'm boarding my flight in Philadelphia International Airport, as I'm boarding my flight, I walk by first class. This lady hops up out of her seat and she taps me and she goes, "Hey, would you like to switch seats with me?" And I'm looking at her like she just asked me if I wanted to try heroin or something. Like, lady, do you know what you're asking me right now? Mind you, I'm either thinking that this is a prank or that she's recording this somehow for content. No one just gives up their seat that they paid money for. You can laugh at me all you want. I'm thinking maybe by saying yes that I'm like selling my soul or something. I don't know. Like, as soon as my cheeks touch the seat, I'm going to hell. I don't know, man. But I'm like, okay, sure. She smiles at me and she's like, "Yeah, I used to be big. I know how it is." And I was like, "You what?" That's what this is about. And instinctively, my first reaction was to kind of get defensive. Like, damn, lady, I mean, I'm big, but I'm not like that big.
Damn. That's a big bitch.
But then I was like, well, damn, I mean, she's not wrong. When you're bigger, people have this look of terror on their face when you walk down the aisle of a plane. And it's because they're praying inside that you're not about to sit next to them. And yeah, I mean, I get it. It sucks. That's part of why I'm tired of being fat. That amongst many other things. But anyway, I gave her my seat number and I sat down. And it should also be noted that before this exchange, I had never sat in first class ever before in life. Like, I tell you all the time, like, I'm broke. Shit, me not flying Frontier and flying Delta instead was my way of treating myself. And you can tell that I hadn't been there before because I was afraid to drink some of the waters that they leave in like the center armrest. I thought they weren't free. I thought maybe they charge you after the fact, like the fridge in a hotel where they have all of the prices listed out and you can take whatever you want, but they'll charge it to your room or whatever. I don't know, maybe I thought that they would like charge it to her seat that she already paid for. The point is, I refused to run up a tab on this kind stranger, but I was in shock the whole time. The whole plane ride, I was like, this is really happening. Some very kind stranger just gave me their first class seat. I texted someone close to me just to kind of have a record so that I knew I wasn't like losing my mind. But then after it kind of like sunk in, I thought to myself, I'm like, hell nah. She's got to know how big of a deal this is. So we deboard. I wait for her by the gate, and as she comes up, I tap her on the shoulder. I thank her profusely. I say, ma'am, I don't know if I thanked you, but thank you. Sincerely, thank you for what you did. I emphasized that it was not a small thing that she did. I hugged her. I gave her my name. I introduced myself. I offered to buy her a meal or something, because even the price in the seat, like the difference in like the price differential, that's hundreds of dollars. I apologized if I didn't seem extremely grateful when she first offered it to me. I gave her my number. I offered to buy her a meal. Hopefully she takes me up on it. I meant it sincerely. But the reason I think I wanted to kind of like document this and record it is not only did she give me a decent experience, or give me an experience I wouldn't probably otherwise I probably wouldn't have had otherwise, by giving up her seat that she paid her hard-earned money for, I'm assuming. But she kind of restored my faith in humanity just a little bit. With everything going on in the world, all the division, all the shitty politicians, all the violence, all the hateful rhetoric, I choose to dodge the news like people dodge bullets in North Philadelphia. But here is this sweet white lady who doesn't know me from a can of paint. You know what I mean? I'm just a big black dude. She could have looked at me and been, she could have thought the N-word with the hard ER.
Huh? Oh. Ooh. Oh, naggers, of course. Naggers.
But she didn't know me from a can of paint, and she decided to do something incredibly nice. So thank you again, Miss Allison. I hope I have the privilege of running into you again. If you ever wind up seeing this, you're a real one. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. I mean, we should always try and be nice to each other. It really does go a long way. I plan to do my best to pay it forward. There's a reason that I close my videos off more often than not with the same little mantra. I got it from Deadmeat because I like Deadmeat. Shout out Deadmeat.
911. Officer, right there.
James A. Janey says, be good people.
Will Stoner asks, where did I get my ending line, be good people? That's actually something I came up with during Practical Folks. I think it was when we started to do some vlogs for Vita, Vlog Everyday April, and I wanted to sign off, and I just really wanted something that felt true to me and felt like a good message for people. Be good people. I don't know if you've heard the phrase or expression when people talk about other people and are like, oh, they're good people. That's what I wanted to have in that message. Be the kind of person who, when someone else is talking about you, they're like, oh, they're good people. And then when I started Deadmeat, I didn't start saying it until I think people have told me Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors is the first kill count where I finish it. See you guys next week. Be good people. I was actually resistant because I wanted to have be good people as the Practical Folks James sign off and try to come up with something else for Deadmeat James. But obviously Deadmeat quickly became bigger in my life than Practical Folks, and I figured that's such a good line and it still encompasses what I want. I really like it when I see people say that me saying it has made them think about it sometimes and try to live that out. That makes it worth it for me.
I would love to just say be good people, but I don't want to copy them specifically, so I just chose to do the three little things, right? So that's the reason. That's part of the reason why I close my videos the way I do. But do something selfless, respect everyone, and try and make someone's day like Miss Allison made mine. I'm out. And it should also be noted that before this exchange, I had never sat in first class ever before in life.
I won't need to.
Like, I tell you all the time, like, I'm broke.
I won't need to.
Shit. Me not flying Frontier and flying Delta instead was my way of treating myself.
I won't need to.